All right, this video is to remind us on how to make our circle graphs for our project. So items that you're gonna need: a pencil, a protractor, your data sheet, your example of how to make circle graphs, and white paper to make your circle graphs. So first thing you're gonna do is we're gonna need to know, a circle graph tells us part of a whole, right? So we need to know how many total votes did we have, because that's going to be our whole. And then our frequency for apples is 10, so we need to know 10 out of 60. We need to make that into a decimal, into a percent, and into degrees. So 10 out of 60, so you can use your calculator. 10 out of 60 is 1/6, which is 0.16, which would be 17%. So we take 0.17 and we multiply that by 360 because there are 360 degrees on the protractor. So if we multiply that by 360, we get that is 61. So it's 17% and 61.2 degrees. Okay, and then we can do that for all of them. So 15 people out of 60 thought that oranges sounded good, so that is 25%, which we know is 90 degrees. I'd take 0.25 times 360, and that confirms that's 90. So this one's also going to be 25% and 90 degrees on my protractor, and 20 out of 60 is 1/3. So that's going to be 33%, which is going to be 0.33 times 360, which equals 119 degrees. Okay, so now that I have that data, I'm ready to make my circle graph. So remember to make our circle. I'm gonna put it on my paper as close as I can to the top, and then I'm going to, let's see, sorry for the shakiness, I'm gonna put a dot on my protractor in the circle. I'm now going to make a half moon. So I'm going to trace around the top. Let me start that over again. With my protractor, I make a dot in my circle. Then I'm going to trace around the half moon. Traced around the half moon. Now I'm going to flip my protractor over. I line up my dot again. So I find my dot on my paper, line it up. Now I'm going to trace the bottom of my half moon. Traced the bottom of my half moon. Now I have the sides that I need to clean up by putting my protractor like this. And I need to do the same on the other side. So I flip my protractor. All right, now I have my circle. Now I need to make a line right here. So I have the first line for apples, which I'm finding 61 degrees. So now I line up my protractor just like we did last week. Line up my protractor on the center dot, and I'm down here at 180 degrees or 0 degrees, and I'm looking for 61 degrees, which is right here. So I make a dot, and then I connect the dots. Sorry for the jiggly. All right, and then 61 degrees, remember we don't put our degrees on our circle, we put the percent. And then you are going to need to make a key. So you'll need to use a straight edge and make a key that says, you know, whatever color, red for apple. So red is apple. And then you will color this red. Then you will rotate your graph. Line up the center again. And next we're looking for 90 degrees for orange. So I play connect the dots where 90 degrees is, and then line her up. And then I say this is 25%. And then I color code it, add it to my key. You are going to make one of these for each category. So you're going to have a fruit, vegetable, grain, protein, and dairy. You and your partner can split up the work of the circle graph, so there should be 5 total circle graphs. And that is a recap on making your circle graph. Thank you.